Where do you think the most beautiful places in the world? UNESCO's World Heritage list includes more than 1,000 places of outstanding value to humanity, whether for cultural or natural reasons. The list includes everything from European towns to tropical islands, from American national parks to African churches to wonders in danger of disappearing. Here we select 15 of the most spectacular UNESCO World Heritage sites. Join us on this exciting tour. The Jurassic Coast, a World Heritage Site in southern England, stretches from Exmouth in East Devon to Studland Bay in Dorset. This coastline provides an extraordinary glimpse into 185 million years of geological history with a near-continuous sequence of rock formations spanning the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous periods. Over time, this region has undergone tremendous changes, from desert to shallow tropical sea to swamp, preserving in its rocks a record of the myriad creatures that once roamed here. Its diverse landscape includes arches, pinnacles, stacked rocks, restricted inlets, and barrier beaches. Areas prone to landslides have revealed a treasure trove of fossils, providing insights into the region's ancient fauna and flora. Located in the Hietzing district of Vienna, Schönbrunn Palace, or Schloss Schönbrunn as it is known in German and Central Bavarian, served as the principal summer residence of the Habsburg rulers. The palace's name, Schönbrunn, which translates to beautiful spring, comes from an artesian well that supplied water for the court's consumption. This Baroque structure, with a staggering 1,441 rooms, is a significant historical, architectural, and cultural landmark in Austria. Spanning more than 3 centuries, the history of the palace and its extensive gardens reflects the changing tastes, aspirations, and goals of the succeeding Habsburg dynasty. Since the mid-1950s, Schönbrunn has been a world-class tourist destination. Los Glaciares National Park is located in the province of Santa Cruz, Argentina. It covers 726,927 hectares, making it the largest national park in the country. Created on May 11, 1937, it provides an undisturbed representation of the biodiversity of the Magellanic subpolar forest and the western Patagonian steppe. It was declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1981. The name of the park alludes to the colossal ice cap nestled in the Andes, the largest in the world outside Antarctica, Greenland, and Iceland, and the source of 47 extensive glaciers, 13 of which flow into the Pacific Ocean. Unlike other places where glaciers form at an elevation of 2,500 meters or more, these glaciers begin at 1,500 meters and descend to 200 meters due to the size of the ice cap. Los Glaciares shares its southern border with Torres del Paine National Park in Chile. Cinque Terre, or Five Lands, is located on the Ligurian coast in northwestern Italy, west of the province of La Spezia. It consists of 5 picturesque villages: Monterosso al Mare, Vernazza, Corniglia, Manarola, and Riomaggiore, all integral parts of the Cinque Terre National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. These villages have been ingeniously built into the rugged terrain, with terraces carved down to the sea-facing cliffs. Access to these villages is challenging and often by foot, train, or boat, as cars can only reach them via precarious mountain roads. The Acropolis, a prominent ancient citadel, stands on a rocky spur above Athens, Greece. The striking remains of several ancient buildings, including the iconic Parthenon, testify to the grandeur of Greece's architectural and historical heritage. The term Acropolis is derived from the Greek words akron, meaning highest point, and polis, meaning city. There are many Acropolises in Greece, but the Acropolis of Athens was also specifically called Cecropia, after Cecrops, the legendary snake man who was believed to be the first Athenian king. Archaeological evidence shows that the hill on which the Acropolis stands was inhabited as early as the 4th millennium BC. However, it was not until the 5th century BC, under the reign of Pericles, that most of the iconic buildings were constructed, including the Parthenon, the Propylaea, the Erechtheion, and the Temple of Athena Nike. In 1687, during the Morin War, the Venetians besieged the Acropolis, which was then under Turkish rule. During the siege, the Venetian bombardment hit the gunpowder stored in the Parthenon, causing a catastrophic explosion that severely damaged the Parthenon and other buildings. Located on the island of Itsukushima, more commonly referred to as Miyajima, Itsukushima Shrine is a notable Shinto shrine revered for its iconic floating torii gate. Its primary location is in the city of Hatsukeichi in Hiroshima Prefecture, Japan, but it can be conveniently accessed from the mainland by taking the ferry at Miyajimaguchi Station. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the shrine complex includes a number of buildings and properties that have been designated as national treasures by the Japanese government. As one of Japan's premier tourist hotspots, Itsukushima Shrine is particularly notable for its imposing imposing Torii Gate located on the outskirts of the shrine, the spiritually significant peaks of Mount Masen, its expansive forest, and panoramic ocean views. The shrine complex includes two primary structures, the Hansha Shrine and the Seshta Moroto Jinya, as well as an additional 17 distinct buildings and structures that further contribute to its unique character. Meteora in Thessaly, Greece, is an awe-inspiring rock formation in the Trikala region. This geological marvel is home to one of the most important Eastern Orthodox monastic complexes, second only to Mount Athos. Originally consisting of 24 monasteries, only 6 remain today, perched on towering natural pillars and rounded boulders overlooking the local landscape. These monasteries were built in the 13th and 14th centuries, and their stunning architecture blends harmoniously into the natural landscape, creating a site of exceptional beauty. In recognition of its architectural magnificence and religious importance, Meteora was inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage List in 1988. Meteora is located near the town of Kalabaka, adjacent to the Pineos River and the Pindus Mountains. Its name, which means lofty or elevated, is reminiscent of its meteoric grandeur. The historic center of Salzburg, also known as Altstadt, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site located in Salzburg, Austria. This district is situated on both banks of the Salzach River, representing the city's historic core. Salzburg, renowned for its preserved rich urban fabric, evolved from the Middle Ages through the 19th century when it was governed by a prince archbishop. The city's flamboyant Gothic artistry, coupled with the architectural influence of Italian architects Vincenzo Scamozzi and Santini Solari, gave Salzburg its unique Baroque aesthetic. Serving as a cultural crossroads between Northern and Southern Europe, Salzburg nurtured the brilliance of its most celebrated resident, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, whose legacy is deeply intertwined with the city's history. Prominent in the Giza Pyramid Complex, the Great Pyramid of Giza is the largest Egyptian pyramid and is known to be the resting place of Pharaoh Khufu, who reigned during the 4th dynasty of the Old Kingdom. Built in the early 26th century BC over a period of approximately 27 years, the pyramid is the oldest of the 7 wonders of the ancient world and the only one that remains largely intact. It is the most famous monument of the UNESCO World Heritage Site Memphis and its necropolis. Originally standing at 146.6 meters, the Great Pyramid held the title of the world's tallest man-made structure for over 3,800 years. Over the centuries, the removal of most of its smooth white limestone shell has resulted in its current height of 138.5 meters. The base measures approximately 230.3 square meters, giving a volume of approximately 2.6 million cubic meters, including an internal mound. The Vatican City-State, or Stato della Città del Vaticano in Italian, is an enclave within the city of Rome, Italy. It became independent from Italy in 1929 through the Lateran Treaty, which marked the establishment of a separate territory under the full ownership, exclusive dominion, and sovereign authority and jurisdiction of the Holy See, a sovereign entity under international law. It maintains the temporal authority, government, and spiritual independence of the Vatican City-State, with an area of 49 hectares and a population of approximately 453 as of 2019. Vatican City is the smallest state in the world in terms of both size and population. Governed by the Holy See, Vatican City is a sacred monarchical state under the rule of the Pope, who is the Bishop of Rome and head of the Catholic Church. The highest functionaries of the state are all Catholic clergy from various backgrounds. Since the Avignon papacy, popes have resided primarily in the Apostolic Palace in what is now Vatican City, with occasional residences in the Quirinal Palace in Rome or elsewhere. The Vatican also serves as a metronym for the Holy See. Nestled in the central North Island of New Zealand, Tongariro National Park stands as a monumental testament to the nation's natural and cultural history. Its rich tapestry of natural beauty and cultural heritage earned it recognition by UNESCO, which inscribed it as a World Heritage Site of mixed cultural and natural value. Established as the 6th national park in the world and the first in New Zealand, the park is the epicenter of volcanic activity in the country and contains the active volcanic mountains of Ruapehu, Ngoroho, and Tongariro. The park also holds immense cultural significance for the Maori community, who revere several sites within the park and consider many of its peaks, including Ngoroho and Ruapehu, to be tapu or sacred. The park encompasses many towns including Ohakune, Wairu, Horopito, Pakaka, Irua, National Park Village, Waikapapa Ski Field, and Tarangi. It's also home to the world-famous Tongariro Alpine Crossing, touted as one of the world's most amazing day hikes. The Sagrada Familia, located in Barcelona, Spain, is the world's largest Catholic church still under construction. The project began in 1882 with Francisco de Paula del Villar as the initial architect, but Antoni Gaudí took over in 1883, incorporating his unique synthesis of Gothic and Art Nouveau forms. Gaudí dedicated the rest of his life to this ambitious project, and he's interred in the church's crypt. However, when he died in 1926, only a fraction of the church was complete. The church's construction is characterized by delays due to funding issues and historical events like the Spanish Civil War. Currently, the Sagrada Familia is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it was designated as a minor basilica by Pope Benedict XVI in 2010. Easter Island, known as Rapa Nui in Polynesian and Isla de Pascua in Spanish, is a Chilean island in the southeastern Pacific Ocean. It's famous for its nearly 1,000 moai, giant stone statues created by the early Rapa Nui people. In 1995, UNESCO declared Easter Island a World Heritage Site, and much of the island is now protected as part of the Rapa Nui National Park. Experts debate when the island's Polynesian inhabitants first arrived. Some researchers suggest they arrived around the year 800, while others believe they arrived closer to 1200. A thriving culture developed on the island, as evidenced by the numerous moai and other artifacts. Located in the heart of the western region of the United States, Yellowstone National Park stretches across the states of Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho. It was officially recognized as a national park on March 1, 1872, when the 42nd U.S. Congress passed the Yellowstone National Park Protection Act, which was signed into law by President Ulysses S. Grant. As the first national park in the U.S., Yellowstone's significance is not limited to the nation, but extends globally, as it is also considered the first national park in the world. The Yellowstone region has been inhabited by Native Americans for at least 11,000 years. However, the era of organized exploration did not begin until the late 19th century. The park was first administered by the U.S. Department of the Interior, with Columbus Delano serving as the first Secretary of the Interior. Between 1886 and 1916, the U.S. Army was charged with managing the park. In 1917, the park was transferred to the National Park Service. Today, the park houses numerous structures of architectural and historical significance, and researchers have investigated over 1,000 archaeological sites, adding a rich tapestry to its history. Mont Saint-Michel, or St. Michael's Mount in English, is a tidal island and mainland commune located in Normandy, France. The island, nearly a kilometer off the northwest coast of France, is located at the mouth of the Cowasnan River near Avranches and covers an area of 7 hectares. The mainland portion is 393 hectares, bringing the total area of the commune to about 400 hectares. In 2019, the island had 29 inhabitants. Its geographical position on an island only a few meters from the mainland made it easily accessible to the many pilgrims to the abbey at low tide and defended it from potential attackers at high tide. Despite the 100 Years' War, the island remained unvanquished, with a small garrison successfully repelling a major English attack in 1433. Recognizing the natural defensive advantage of the island, Louis XI turned it into a prison. During the ancient regime, the abbey was often used as a prison. In 1979, Mont Saint-Michel and its bay were inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage List for their unique aesthetic value and religious significance. It attracts more than 3 million visitors each year, and more than 60 buildings within the commune have been declared historical monuments in France. How was your amazing air travel? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.